Hey, my village, it's your coach Mo. I am back with some content. Um, First, I want to say today was a really good day. I love doing sales calls. Someone I met a few months ago doing Lyft. I know I did a video a long time ago about thinking outside the box and ways to be able to market and network in your business. And I started driving Lyft a little over 5 years ago, a year into my business, as a networking tool, even though I get paid to drive. But people always get in your Lyft car and they're like, hey, do you do this full time? And be like, no, I don't do this full time. And then they'd be like, well, what do you do? And then you get to tell them about your business. I always try to tell you guys, you got to think outside the box of ways to market your business, but you also got to talk about your business for people to know what you do. You can't get new clients if you don't talk about your business. People are not going to just pray and then God send them to you. Sometimes that do happen, but you could be in the right place at the right time as well. And that's what happens with me with Lyft, where I find people and meet them out and about. And so a few months ago, I gave this guy one of my cards on a Lyft ride. I was taking him to a university that's local. Sorry, y'all, my lips are super dry. But I was taking him to a local university, and we were just talking, and we started having like things in common. And he's like, oh my gosh, you're a psych major too? Like, I want to be, because I always ask, like, when I'm taking someone to a university, like, what is your major? What are you going to school for? Just small talk. And we got to talking about my business. He was like, oh my gosh, I need you as my coach. A few months later, he thought I forgot about him, but I didn't. I remember everybody that I have like an impactful conversation with. And he booked a call today and he signed up for my services. So he's one of my new clients for this last quarter. I am opening up, just opened up my books last week to accept new clients for the last quarter. I'm only having 2 more spaces. So just keep that in mind if y'all plan on booking a call. Make sure before you book a call that you're ready to make a decision to work with me. Um, Breakthrough calls are for me to get to know you, get to know a little bit about your situation, and see if you're a good fit for me. I'm a good fit for you if I have any programs and service that are beneficial to you, because I don't work with everybody. I don't care what amount of money. Coaching the wrong client will ruin your life. But this person have really great energy. We both resonate on the same spiritual level, everything, a lot in common. So I'm so excited to be able to coach him. And y'all know I don't coach men too often, but this is different. It's not like a co-parenting type of coaching. But I say that to say, think outside the box when it comes to your business, where you have to know about your ideal client. This is why I teach people how to identify who their ideal client is, to be able to create content, products, and services to gain income in their business. This is why it's important to know who your ideal client is, because you don't know where they shop, where they at, where they travel. I used to do a lot of airport rides, and it was intentional because I knew a lot of people were flying in for business, stuff like that. So you get to meet your ideal client. My ideal client are bosses and stuff, own business owners, stuff like that. Yesterday, I met a guy who owns a local restaurant here, and I asked him like, "Hey, I see you're going to this restaurant. Like, how is their food?" He was like, "Oh, it's really good. I'm actually one of the owners." And I was like, "Oh." And then we started talking about employees and driving performance, motivation, and that's what I do in my major of being an industrial organizational psychologist. And so we got to talking about it. He was like, "Well, we might need some coaching, me and the other owners. Do you have a card?" Gave him a card. He was like, "Hey, when the next time you come back, just let them know to tell them that get in contact with me." And this is how you network. People are not going to know what you do unless you talk about it. I talk about my business every single day. It might not be online, it might not be on social media, but I go out in person and talk to people. I run into people at stores. If I see a kid acting a fool, I hand my card to the parents. "Hey, I'm a parent coach." Or I'll talk to the kids sometime. Be like, "Hey, what you doing? What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with you. Why are you in here showing off?" And they'll be quiet. And sometimes the parents be like, "Thank you so much." Like, because I see them being overwhelmed. I see kids acting a fool in restaurants. And I tell them like, "Hey, I'm a parent coach. This is what I do. Here's my card." A lot of times they do book. I'll tell them I have ebooks about 5 easy ways to change your child's behavior. All those good things. But I did want to also talk to you guys about, I know like everybody can't afford my services. My services go from like $175, because I charge $175 per session if you do one-on-one individual personalized coaching, and up to $3,000 for my co-parenting plan. Everybody can't afford that. I know that. They might still be my ideal client, but not have the finances to be able to invest just yet. So I have a link in my bio for the Stan Store, which hosts like, I have like 9 digital products. One of them is creating content that attracts your ideal client. It's an ebook. All of them are ebooks. It's only $10. So if you're clueless as to what type of content to do, how to create content, all that stuff, follow the ebook. It'll tell you how to create it, how to do build content, what kind of content to do. I have an ebook for those who want to become a coach, 10 steps to starting a successful coaching business. I know a lot of people can't afford my coaching program. If you follow the steps, I'm not a self-paced, self-study type of person, only in school. But I need accountability and ownership, so I have to do the program personally myself. But every coach have a coach. Keep that in mind. I have a coach for every level I go to. My first coach started at $250. My last coach was $8,000. I had a coach at $3,000. I had a coach at $1,500. Each level you go, the more expensive your coach is going to be. My next coach I was looking at is around $15,000. I'm not ready to pay that yet. So I'm like, I'm waiting out for that one, because that's going to be a big commitment. For those who suffer with getting no's, and not being able to find their ideal client, I have an ebook, $10, how to identify your ideal client. You cannot sell to everybody. You have to know who you're selling to be able to lock in those deals and close deals without hearing a bunch of no's. For those who want to do things the legal way, I have a coaching agreement template for your coaching contract. I personally use HoneyBook to host my contracts because it sends it automated to my clients. They get the contract first, then they get the invoice. Once they pay the invoice, we get to book, and they have their own profile where they can sign in or whatever, access the stuff, make the payment. For those parents, I have my 5 easy ways to change your child behavior ebook. People kept asking me about it, so I relaunched it and added it to my site. $5. The Guide to Co-Parenting Like a Boss ebook. A lot of people can't afford my $3,000 co-parenting program. $10. Self-care journal for mothers. $5. How to build a business plan. Another ebook. $5. I hosted a class about it a few months ago. Manifestation journal. $5. You can get all this with clicking the link in my bio for the Stan Store. Don't say I don't have stuff for everybody pricing. I give enough free stuff for y'all to know and be able to get results with just some of the free stuff that I give. Over the years, I have over 150 videos on YouTube. I have over 130 episodes on my podcast. I have tons and tons and thousands of things on my Instagram. Hundreds of videos on my TikTok. A lot on my Facebook. A lot of lives on the Facebook, because I went live for 3-4 years straight every week giving free gems. So this is why now I charge for my stuff. I don't do a lot of live videos because I don't really have the time for it. But I might get back into it. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to start doing live videos, but I do need y'all to send me topics, because after 6 years, sometimes I run out of stuff to talk about. But if you're ready to work with me, go ahead and click the link in the bio to book a call. And also, if you want some digital products, go ahead and get the ebooks. The link is in the bio. Until next time, Coach Mo out.